Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Shahab Khan. Molecules are compounds. Definition of mole. As we know that 1 mole of each substance contain 1 Avogadro number of particles. We use different units in our daily life to represent quantities of atoms that we can count them easily. How do we count shoes? Shoes is counted by what? As shoes come in pairs, so we would likely count them by pairs rather than individual shoes. That's the point, that we count the shoes in pairs. 2 pairs of shoes, 3 pairs of shoes, 5 pairs of shoes. We can't say that 3 pairs of shoes equal to only 3 individual shoes. So pair is unit for used for shoes because it's come in pairs. Similarly, each banana, eggs, banana, etc. are counted in dozens, but paper by ream. This is the units used for this one, and paper by ream. Thus, the counting unit depend on what we are counting. Chemists also use unit for counting atoms, molecules, and ions. But chemist is the only person which are deal with compounds, molecules, ions, atoms, species, radicals, free radicals. These are counted by a unit which is called mole, and this is equal to Avogadro number of particles. They use a counting unit called mole to measure amount of substance. This is the short definition for mole. A mole is defined as amount mass of a substance which contains a Avogadro number of particles. Mole is represented as mole. It forms link between mass of a substance and number of particles. If we consider 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23 cheers, then we say that this is 1 mole of cheers. For example, if we consider 12 number of banana, then we say that this is 1 dozen. 1 dozen mean 12 banana, and 1 mole cheers means 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23 amount of number of cheers. Mean this is a unit, numbering unit. This just like dozen, which is equal to 12. Similarly, we use gross, which is equal to 144 particles. If we consider 1 gross banana, then it will be equal to 144 bananas. As for atoms, ion, molecules, in which the amount is very large, then we use the unit mole. Explanation of mole. In the mass of an substance, it may be atomic mass, molecular mass, formula mass. These masses are expressed in atomic mass unit called AMU, but when these masses are expressed in gram, they are called molar mass, just like we consider this example. So the mole can be quantitatively defined as atomic mass or molecular mass or formula mass of substance expressed in grams is called mole. Consider this for brief explanation. Atomic mass of carbon. We know that carbon is equal to 12 AMU. See periodic table for confirmation. In periodic table, we can found that carbon is equal to 12 AMU. So the atomic mass of carbon is 12. If we express or remove AMU by G, expressed in gram, 12 gram, 12 AMU. If we replace AMU from carbon atomic mass, then it's equal to 12 gram, and 12 gram for carbon is equal to 1 mole. 1 mole mean here is the number of carbon atom 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23. Amount here is 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23 atoms. Molecular mass of H2O, this is a compound. So here is oxygen is equal to 16. Oxygen is equal to 16, and this one is equal to 1 plus 1 for hydrogen, 1 by one hydrogen, 1 for another hydrogen, and 16 for oxygen. So 16 plus 1 plus 1, 18. Here is the molecular mass of this compound is 18 AMU. If we replace AMU by G, mean expressed in gram, 18 gram, then it will be equal to 1 mole, and 1 mole of H2O will contain 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23 molecules. It is molecular mass, so it is will be here will be molecule, and here will be atoms, because it is atomic mass. Molecular mass of H2SO4 32 32 32 32 for 132 for sulfur, 32 per sulfur, 16 per oxygen, and 1 per hydrogen. If we count 1 plus 1 plus 32 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16 and plus 16, then it will be equal to 18 AMU. 18 AMU and expressed in gram is 18 gram. So 1 mole of sulfuric acid contain 18 gram and will be equal to such amount of molecules. In case of NaCl, this is atomic molecule, so we use formula unit for representing this one. So 23 plus 35.5 for chlorine, we get this one, this amount. This is AMU formula mass for sodium chloride, and if we represent this in gram, it will be 58.5, and so we call them that sodium chloride, 1 mole of sodium chloride contain 58.5 gram of sodium chloride formula units, and will be equal to this amount of formula unit. So this is a short this is a homework for students. How many grams of are there in 1 mole of sulfuric acid? What is number of molecule in 18 gram of H2O? You have to find out the grams of sulfuric acid. First of all, you have to find out the formula of sulfuric acid, and then replace Mu by G, then that will be the answer of this question. Similarly, if you have the amount or mean the AMU molecular atomic mass of oxygen, AMU of this one, then count these, and it will be in AMU. If we replace this by G, it will be equal to mole, and you can find out how many atoms are there or molecules are there in that mole. We say that if it is 1 mole, then number will be 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23. If this is 2 mole, then 2 multiplied by 6.023 into 10 raised to power 23. And this is 3 mole, so 3 mole equal to 3 into 6.023 in 10 raised to power 23. So you have to find out the amount of moles, then that number will be multiplied by this Avogadro number. This is our lecture video. Thanks for watching.